Hello, my name is Jayden Brown, and the title of my chapel talk is Bridge the Gap. Upon graduating from college, a woman excited about entering the workforce would expect to make the same as her male counterparts throughout her career. Sadly, this is not the case. The shocking truth about men's pay versus women's pay in the 21st century is that they are not the same. Today, when a white male earns $1 for performing his job, the average woman earns 80 cents when performing the same job. The gap is even larger for women of color. On average, an African American woman is paid 63 cents and a Hispanic woman is paid 54 cents to every dollar earned by a white man's identical work. Ruth Umo of CNBC says that, quote, "At this rate of change, women are expected to make pay equity with men in 2059, end quote. It will not be until 2233 when Hispanic women will be paid the same as white men, and the year 2124 for black women. Action needs to be taken because women deserve to be paid the same as their male counterparts when performing the same job." So here's the big question. Why is the gap still here in 2019? One reason is because skeptics try to argue that women choose lower paying jobs. Rather, it is not that women choose lower paying jobs, it is that the jobs women perform are valued less. The official term for this is occupational segregation. According to the Pew Research Center, quote, "Occupational segregation is when work in female-dominated fields is valued less than work in male-dominated fields," end quote. Madeline Farber from Fortune says that, quote, "Negative, deeply rooted stereotypes about women's abilities and opportunities are at the root of gender discrimination, perpetuating societal issues like pay disparity and occupational segregation," end quote. Another reason why the gap persists is due to the fact that not everyone believes that the gap exists. Julia Carpenter from CNN Business says, quote, 83% of women said they believe in the gender wage gap in which men make more than women for performing the same job. Only 61% of men agreed," end quote. This shows that there is still a large part of society that does not believe in the gap. Sally Krawcheck, the former CFO of Citi, says, quote, "Men don't want to believe they are benefiting from an unequal system, which would imply they've been rewarded for more than just their own merits," end quote. This shows that some men do not want to consider the fact that part of their achievements come from something that they did not earn. The other part is that some men do not want to think that there is discrimination in their workplace. Mark Benow, the CEO of Salesforce.com, made his company spend, quote, $3 million to make women's salaries equal to men's," end quote. A response like this to inequality is the first step in shrinking the pay gap. If women were fairly paid for their labor, we as a nation would benefit. Not only would America's economy earn much more money, $512.6 billion to be exact, the Women's Policy Research, quote, found that poverty rate for working women would be cut in half if women earned as much as men, end quote. In conclusion, in 2019, men and women should receive the same salary when performing the same job. We as a society need to move away from believing that a certain gender works harder and is more valuable than the other. If everyone can recognize the problem, then and only then will real change be made. Thank you.